Hey, welcome back, foodies. If you are on the hunt for a high protein, low calorie, and low carb dish, then you're in the right place. Today we're making an amazing chicken tikka recipe, which is going to have your taste buds dancing. Anyway, enough talk, let's get cooking. So the magic actually started last night with this recipe. In a bowl, I added some garlic and ginger paste, along with some lemon juice. Then I added these spices. You can use regular fat-free Greek yogurt, but personally I prefer the Greek-style yogurt. It's a little bit closer to the natural yogurt that you normally use for this recipe. Once you've got all the ingredients mixed together, we're going to add our chicken. Now you can use pre-diced chicken for this recipe. Personally, I like to take a chicken breast and just slice across quite thick slices. And you can also use chicken thighs, which is much closer to an original chicken tikka recipe. But I'm trying to keep the calories as low as possible, so we're going with chicken breast today. We want to make sure that we're coating every piece of chicken in that marinade. So if you need to get your hands involved, get them in there. Once all the chicken is covered in the delicious marinade, cover the bowl with some plastic wrap and leave that in the fridge overnight, for at least 3 hours. I'm using a griddle pan, but you can use a regular non-stick frying pan just as well for this recipe. On a medium-high heat, we're just going to sear each side of the chicken breast for about 2 to 3 minutes. But ideally, we want to try and char the marinade just a little bit, as that's how you'll find it served in an Indian restaurant. As I don't have a clay tandoor oven, I'm using a griddle today. Once the chicken's had 2 to 3 minutes on each side, remove and add to a wired baking sheet. This allows any juices to drop to the bottom, and we end up baking the chicken and not steaming it. Once the chicken's on the baking sheet, we want to bake this at 180 degrees Celsius or around 350 Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. If you've got some larger pieces of chicken in your batch, make sure you measure with a thermometer at the thickest part of the chicken. And make sure it reads over 75 degrees Celsius or 167 degrees Fahrenheit to be sure that it's cooked properly. Pair this with a delicious raita and onion salad, or even better, my egg and potato salad I made a few weeks back. Check in the description for a link to that video, or even better yet, allow it to cool completely and use this as your meal prep for a week. I made 10 servings at 129 calories with around 26 grams of protein, 1.8 grams of fat, and 2 grams of carbs. With macros like that, you could eat this daily. Now, here's my tip for this recipe. You can double up or double down with this recipe and it works perfectly. I made this batch using 1 kilogram of chicken. Now, if you used to use half of that or even double that, it works perfectly every time. You can enjoy this recipe hot or cold. If you want it hot, just reheat it for about 10 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius in an oven, or if you fancy it in the air fryer, works just as well. So shopping list for your ingredients is in the description below, along with the full macro breakdown. Also, I've created a recipe card, so check the description for the link for that too. So if you enjoyed this recipe, make sure you hit the like button, and also if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit the alert bell to make sure you're up to date with all of my upcoming recipes. And I'll see you next time.